Hey guys, what's up? Jordan Arell here, making my daily video on circumcision, and we need to stop body shaming uncircumcised men. Here's the thing. The intact penis, as it is properly termed, the natural penis, it's just a penis, has way more nerve endings. Most of the nerve endings actually are in the foreskin. It performs natural lubrication functions, so you don't need lube during masturbation or sex. And it feels really fucking good. Like, there's a reason it's there. It evolved to be there over millions of years. On our sex organ, on the front part of our sex organ, of course that's going to be the most sensitive part. That's why it's there. That's why we evolved to have it. If you body shame someone for having this, they're going to feel like shit. They're going to feel unusual, out of the ordinary, and think there's something wrong with them. And it's really hard in our culture to be a man who experiences shame around his penis, because that's the part of you that you're taught is like the best part, that represents your masculinity. And it's so fucked up to make a man insecure about that and tell him that there's something wrong with him. So we need to stop telling men that it's dirty, that it causes disease. It's all lies. It's not true. You just clean it with water every day. Intact men, as it's properly termed, don't have any less or any more disease or any more problems with hygiene than uncircumcised women. Like, think about this, guys. It's there for a reason. It's been there for millions of years. All of a sudden we didn't need to change everything about how we are in the modern era. It's fine. Okay, so another thing here. Guys who get circumcised as adults because they were their whole lives told, that's gross, ew, weird, why do you have that? In those rare cultures like the United States and Middle Eastern cultures, the only cultures that still circumcise, and they're made fun of, and they say, okay, fine, I'm going to cut it off. Because you can always do that, you always have that choice. But unfortunately, when guys do that, they often are very traumatized, very upset. I deal with some of these men, and these guys can't enjoy sex anymore because they know what it's like to have a foreskin. They know that it feels a million times better, and because of that, they hate it. They feel even worse than they already did. Some of them, I've talked to them, try to justify it, try to tell their men, no, it's fine, it's okay, it's not that much worse. It's almost never it's better, but it's not that much worse. They're lying to themselves. I've talked to these men, and they say, yeah, I told other guys that because I was trying to convince myself. Fuck that shit. It's your natural body. It's the way it's supposed to be. Stop feeling bad about it. It's okay. It's good. It's natural. It's beautiful. Watch some foreskin porn. Just type in foreskin porn on YouTube, really, or long foreskin. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It feels super good. It's way more sensitive and has more functionality. And it's also bigger, by the way. If you cut off part of your penis, you make it smaller. It's just so sad, guys. Like, I hear these guys who their whole lives feel bad about themselves, feel bad about sex, feel like they can't please a woman or impress a woman because the culture tells us all these lies that somehow having your genitals mutilated makes them better. It's not true. It's just not true. How would having the most sensitive part of your penis that keeps the head soft and sensitive, that keeps it functioning the way that it's naturally meant to, lubricates it when you're having sex, how could that make it better to cut off that and remove all of those functions? It just doesn't make any sense. And it's just become so normalized in our society that it's okay to shame these men. It's okay to tell them, yeah, you should probably cut that off. Doctors even do it. Doctors say whenever you have a problem with your foreskin that's easily fixable, they'll often say, "Oh yeah, you can just cut it off," as if that was normal, if it's just okay or somehow better. Um, it's so messed up. And you know what? There's a lot of guys out there. I promise you, if you're uncut guy and you're watching this right now, not sure if you should keep your foreskin or not. There's so many guys out there who are so jealous of what you have because we don't feel that much during sex. We try to, there's still that sexual urge. There's still enjoyment, but it's nowhere near what it would be. There's not that very fine being able to feel your way inside of the vagina, being able to feel all these super subtle sensations. We don't have that. I can barely tell what a girl's doing when she's giving me a blowjob unless I watch. Otherwise, I'm like, what? I don't know what's happening. I don't have a clue because I don't have that sensitivity there anymore. It sucks, dude. It's so wrong to cut this off, whether you're an adult or a child. Look, if you're an adult, it's up to you, but it's the wrong choice and you can't go back. And I would highly recommend learning to love your penis because it's beautiful. You can also look at, there's a lot of porn or a lot of images that you can find on different sites that will show lots of intact men, lots of beautiful intact men, and how much they appreciate their own bodies and how much they enjoy having them. You can just tell that they feel so comfortable in their own skin, and that's possible for every man. So don't feel bad about your penis. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. We need to stop body shaming intact or uncircumcised men. Yeah, you deserve to love your body because I wish I could love mine. I'm trying to learn to love my circumcised penis as I'm also restoring it, but it's really hard. It can be hard for all of us. But ultimately, you know what? I think in the end, we're all going to be intact, and hopefully Foragen will even regenerate the foreskins of us for those who really wish they had it back. But in 100 years, all men are going to be intact, so also there's that. And also most men in the world are intact, and also most men in the history of the world have been intact. So don't feel bad anymore, guys. Foreskin is beautiful. Love you all. Peace out.